Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. I'm Pinky Webb. Today on the program, the government realigns its priorities, including its subsidy program, as it extends the enhanced community quarantine in COVID-19 high-risk areas. The clamor for mass testing intensifies even as the health department vows to ramp up testing capabilities. And amid more visible armed personnel on the roads, the National Police reports a drop in quarantine violators. Reactions on these issues and more, Vice President Leni Robredo joins us live. And later, a hospital code for patients who recovered from coronavirus disease will tell you what Code Joy means. We are in for another phase of the new normal. Days from now, the government is expected to roll out new and more relaxed rules for what it calls as general community quarantine. These will govern areas not affected or not as affected by the novel coronavirus. The guidelines will set new standards for healthcare, mass transport, trade, labor and employment, and public works. Meanwhile, movement in high-risk areas such as Metro Manila, Central Luzon, and Calabarzon remain restricted until May 15. These places have the most number of COVID-positive cases. The government also says that it will be realigning its priorities, including its budget, for its subsidy programs under the new quarantine extension in COVID-19 high-risk areas. Let's go straight to the source of the story with Vice President Leni Robredo. Vice President Robredo, welcome to the show and belated happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Pinky. Good morning, everyone joining us this morning.
All right, let me start with your thoughts on the president's decision to extend the ECQ first in NCR and other high-risk areas until May 15.
Ano kasi, Pinky, it's a tough balancing act. Before the president made public the decision, nagkaroon kami ng briefing with a team from UP explaining to us the areas where risk is high, tapos yung mga areas na mababa yung risk. Ano talaga? Tingin natin kailangan talagang i-extend dun sa mga areas na napakataas pa ng risk. Mahirap siyang desisyon kasi kailangan mo parating ibabalanse sa ekonomiya, ibabalanse dun sa mga malaki yung tama sa mga ordinaryong mamamayan, pero kailangan gawin. So we were kind of expecting it already. And mabuti that the president made the difficult decisions.
Vice President, but what kind of output do you think needs to be achieved in the next 3 weeks of this ECQ?
Kasi Pinky, yung ECQ is not a cure to the virus. Yung ECQ only gives us time to prepare. Dapat yung panahon ng extension and yun, until April 30 and then the period from May 1 to May 15 should give us more time to prepare for another surge. Hopefully wala na. Pero ito yung pag-equip natin sa ating healthcare system, ito yung pag-equip sa communities to combat the virus. Hopefully, this will help flatten the curve. Pero hindi dapat sayangin yung panahon na to na sa preparations. Kasi nakita natin from the experiences of other countries na talagang preparation is key. Yung speedy decision-making is key. Maraming aral na mapupulot tayo from the experiences of other countries. And I think that makes us better equipped na nasa atin na yung benefit na matututo tayo from their experiences.
But in the next 3 weeks, Vice President, na nasa ilalim tayo ng enhanced community quarantine, what do you think should change? Saan ho dapat kaya maging yung focus ng gobyerno?
Naman, Pinky, we're on right now. We're right in the sense na yung healthcare system natin piniprepare. we're better prepared now than we were about a month ago. Yung dapat kasing binibilang natin, kasya ba yung mga hospital beds? Kasya ba yung hospital equipments? Yung ating ba mga health workers, meron ba sila mga PPEs to prevent contamination sa kanila? Yung communities ba natin handa? Pag sinabi nating handa sila dito sa masamang epekto sa kanila ng ECQ. Lumabas na tayo ng Social Amelioration Fund, marami pang problema in the sense na nagkakaroon ng problema sa distribution. Sana in the next few days maayos yon. Kasi talaga napakahirap, Pinky, na i-enforce yung parang bala siya
Okay.
ng
The Vice
pag-equip ng
President is
ating
saying, all right, we're having a bad connection with the Vice President. She's talking about the Social Amelioration Program or SAP, kung saan dapat nga mabigyan ng 5,000 to 8,000 pesos ang 18 million families. However, the Vice President was saying before the line got choppy that dapat daw bilisan yung pagbibigay nitong Social Amelioration Program dahil nga marami na rin po ang nagsasabi na hindi nila nakukuha ito. And in fact, the DSWD has said that they've downloaded the money to various LGUs and nasa LGU na responsibilidad ang pagbigay dito sa 18 million families. Vice President, pasensya na po, but our line got choppy.
baka mahina yung connection dito, Pinky. I'm sorry about that. Okay na?
No problem. Vice President, let me go back to, yung sinasabi niyo dun sa Social Amelioration Program, sabi niyo po, sana mapabilis ito. That's where I lost you.
Sana mapabilis ito, Pinky, in the sense na hanggang hindi pa nakukuha nung dapat makakuha yung kanila. Ano sila hindi maayos yung pakiramdam. Ang iba nagpupumilit lumabas kasi hindi sigurado. So, ito yung one side of it. Yung other side of it, kawawa din yung mga LGUs na sila yung napapagalitan ng tao. Sila yung nasisisi. Tingin ko kailangan mas maging transparent, saka mas maging maayos yung coordination between the national government and the local governments. Sino ba talaga yung makakakuha? Kasi talagang the LGU officials are bearing the brunt nung galit ng mga taong hindi makakasama. So, ito talaga kailangan ayusin ito. Kasi otherwise, may nakita na tayong kapitan na pinatay ng constituent kasi hindi siya nakasama sa lista. And we do not want similar incidents to happen in the future. So, ako, Pinky, ito yung mga kailangang ayusin. Kasi pag alam ng tao na may makukuha siya, baka ito yung isang deterrent na nagpupumilit pa din siyang, kahit bawal, nagpupumilit pa din siyang lumabas para maghanap buhay.
Opo. Vice President, ano ho kaya ang magandang paraan? I understand what you're saying dahil yun pong hinanakit ng ilang kababayan natin na hindi nila natatanggap ito and it's already April 27. Ano po? Paano ho kaya mapapabilis ito? Is there any suggestion or something that can possibly fast track yung pagbibigay ng pera doon sa 18 million families?
Yung isa, kailangan downloaded na ito sa lahat ng LGUs, but we understand that it is being downloaded na. O ang iba na download na talaga. So yung isa speed, yung isa transparency. Mas maigi na alam, yung buong listahan na makakakuha should be made public para hindi din nasisisi yung mga LGU officials ng mga tao na wala sa listahan. Kasi kung ako barangay captain, ako mayor, kung kaya lang naman, pero mas gusto ko lahat ng constituents ko nangangailangan kabahagi. Pero dahil hindi naman yun kayang maabot lahat, baka it would help everyone that the list be made public para alam ng tao kung makakakuha siya o hindi. At alam ng tao na hindi niya naman kailangang isisi sa kanyang kapitan o isisi sa kanyang mayor kung bakit siya wala.
Meron nga pong Vice President na nagsabi sa akin na yung mga kapitan daw minsan natatakot na ring lumabas dahil sila nga daw yung nasisisi dahil pagbigay nila ng form para makatanggap, ay hindi nabibigyan yung ilang kapitbahay. Yung isang kapitbahay nabigyan, yung ilang kapitbahay hindi daw nabigyan, napapagalitan daw sila. dahil
May,
sa kanila nga daw nilalabas yung galit.
Totoo yan, Pinky. Totoo yan. Napakahirap para sa kapitan saka sa mayor yung sitwasyon ngayon. Kasi talaga alam naman natin na marami nangangailangan, hindi lahat mabibigyan. Pero kung hindi lahat mabibigyan, mas alam nila eto lang yung mabibigyan at yung listahan ni made public.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. All right. Again, our video, our line to the Vice President is choppy again. I'm going to take a quick break. I hope the Vice President can still hear me. I want to talk about mass testing. And the Office of the Vice President also purchased 14 million pesos worth of test kits that they distributed or will distribute to a number of hospitals here in the country. We'll try to fix our signal with the Vice President. We'll be taking a short break. We'll be right back.
Patricia Terrell.
You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, Vice President Leni Robredo. Vice President, pasensya na po, we're having some internet issues. But I want to go to this. Yung pong sinasabi niyo, lumalabas yung tao, naghahanap ng pera, naghahanap din ng pagkain. The PNP already warned. Violators will be arrested without any warning. Just two questions on that. Unang-una, is this legal? At pangalawa, kailangan hubang humantong sa pag-aresto?
Ako kasi Ako kasi Pinky, pag tiningnan din natin yung karanasan sa ibang lugar sa buong mundo, talagang kailangan istrikto yung pag-implement ng community quarantine. Pero kailangan klaro sa understanding ng lahat. Bakit ba natin to ginagawa? Ginagawa natin to save lives. So hindi siya kailangang humantong sa violence para lang i-enforce mo yung gusto mong mangyari. Kailangan naiintindihan ng tao, bakit ba natin kailangan tong gawin? Kailangan inaasikaso natin yung pangangailangan nila para hindi sila nagpupumilit. Meron din talagang matitigas yung mga ulo at tingin natin kailangan talaga istrikto yung enforcement. Pero sana hindi siya humahantong sa karahasan.
Pero ang pag-aresto is something, ma'am, you support if needed, if necessary.
Ako kasi Pinky, it can be any other form of enforcement. Kung kailangan arestuhin, kung kailangang i-fine, kasi sa ibang bansa talagang antas ng fine. Pero sa akin lang, ang pinakamahalaga, naiintindihan nila kung bakit natin to ginagawa at hindi humahantong sa violence. Yung pag-aaresto kasi minsan, parang yung effect nito mas grabe pa dun sa sinusubukan nating i-prevent. Halimbawa, may inaresto na maraming abala sa kanya kasi lumabas siya para maghanap ng gamot para sa kanyang may sakit na family member. Dapat mas maging compassionate, dapat may flexibility yung lahat. Pero ako, Pinky, nag-agree ako na yung enforcement kailangan maayos. Pero sana hindi ito humantong sa karahasan.
All right. I want to just quickly jump into the GCQ, Vice President, yung General Community Quarantine. Yan po ay ipapatupad nga in other areas. Was this a good move? And in a way, I wanted to get your thoughts. Will this somehow keep those areas safe? Was it time to relax in some areas?
I think, Pinky, it is a very good move. Dahil ito yung mga areas na identified na low risk. Pero hindi ito insurance na hindi sila magkakaroon ng further contamination. So kailangan, pag tiningnan kasi natin yung parang yung elements ng GCQ, hindi total of everything. Meron lang ibang mga nire-relax like ano ba yung mga negosyo? Ano ba yung economic activities na pwede na? Marami pa ding hindi pwede. Halimbawa, hindi pa din pwede yung air saka sea travel. Hindi pa din pwede yung pag nagbukas yung mga tindahan, hindi pa din pwede yung leisurely activities. Ang pwede lang yung mga basic. Wala pa ding mga paaralan na magbubukas. Meron pa ding curfew, yung halimbawa yung less than 21 saka more than 60. In-encourage pa din na wag lumabas ng bahay. So, hindi pa din ito balik dun sa dati. Meron lang mga ibang mga elements na ni-relax. Tingin ko very good move ito kasi ito yung pagbabalanse ng ekonomiya saka ng health prevention.
And I want to jump in on this. You mentioned about the school opening. Nung una po, Vice President, sabi ni Secretary Briones, they're looking at August, no? Because that's under the law that the last day would be between June and August. Nagsalita po sa Interagency Task Force si Secretary Roque during the President's address to the nation at sinabi, they're looking at September. Do you agree? Is this a good move to start school in September po?
Ito kasi maraming factors kasi, Pinky, na maraming factors na tinitake into consideration. Yung sa akin, lalo na sa mga bata, palagay ko magandang mas takot tayo. Magandang mas takot tayo kaysa mas relax tayo. Hinihintay natin ngayon kasi sinasabi sa atin na yung detalye, maglalabas pa din yung DepEd ng parang resolution or parang sort of an IRR. Hinihintay natin to. Yung isa pang tinitingnan natin, yung ilalabas din ng CHED. Kasi parang, yung hindi sa akin kasi Pinky klaro, parang sinasabi niya yung higher education can resume already. Pero we will still have to wait for further instructions from CHED. Ito yung inaabangan natin. Online classes can continue. Mahirap ito.
Okay.
Mahirap ito pero mahirap kasi yung panahon ngayon. So para sa akin, Pinky, mas magandang mas maagap tayo. So kung kailangan mas maging flexible tayo regarding school closing and school opening, mas maganda ito for every one of us.
The issue, Vice President, on the 44 Chinese nationals and the 9 Filipinos arrested for illegal POGO operations. I wanted to ask you, of course, this was in Parañaque, na parte po nung ECQ. Why do you think, siguro, they did this, they were so bold in conducting their business, knowing that they're not allowed to do this under the ECQ?
Yun nga Pinky, yung nakakagulat kasi klaro yung mga activities na bawal. Pero sobrang daring ng mga taong ito na merong order yung pamahalaan, sobrang daring na ginagawa pa din nila kahit alam nilang labag sa batas. Mabuti naman na hinuli sila. Kasi ito yung mensahe na hindi tayo namimili. Walang exempted. Walang exempted dito sa panukalang ito. Yung kailangan managot, papanagutin.
Palagay niyo ba, Vice President, they should be deported?
Ako Pinky, wala kasi sa akin yung detalye. Pero sa akin malaking mensahe. Malaking mensahe yung mas stricto tayo sa kanila. Kasi ito mensahe din ito. Marami nagpapahayag, nakikita natin to sa social media, Pinky. Marami nagpapahayag na bakit ba mas favored sila kaysa sa amin, na mga Pilipino. Yung sa akin, kung may grounds for deportation, kailangan. Naglabag sila ng batas. Kung yung grounds ito, kailangan silang ikulong o kailangan silang i-deport, kailangan gawin yon. Para message ito, hindi lang sa kanila, pero message din ito sa mga Pilipino na walang sacred cows dito.
And to add to that, the Vice President, si Congressman Yapo ay sinasabing consider na ibalik ang POGO para po makapag-raise ng funds para sa COVID-19. Your thoughts on that?
Ito Pinky, unfortunate. Unfortunate kasi bago pa nangyari itong sitwasyon natin ngayon, nagkaroon ng several discussions tungkol dito. Alam natin na maraming mga katiwalian, malaki yung social cost sa atin dahil dito sa proliferation ng POGO. Alam din natin during the Senate hearing na napakaliit ng contribution ng POGO sa ekonomiya natin. If I am not mistaken, yung computation nila parang 0.04% lang yung contribution nito sa domestic economy. Parang pangit na mensahe na sila pa yung uunahin payagang bumukas kesa sa mga negosyo na nag-employ ng mga Pilipino. Kasi ito nga yung kahilingan ng ating mga negosyante sa mga manggagawa. Ito yung kahilingan na as soon as possible, sana back to normal yung business operations. Kung binabawalan natin yung mga para sa Pilipino, bakit bibigyan sila ng parang privilege na magbukas kaagad? Na ang ginagawa pang rason dahil sa sila yung makakapagbigay sa atin ng perang gagastusin natin for the economy na yung ebidensya hindi ganun. During the Senate hearing, lumabas na sobrang konti ng contribution nila sa domestic economy.
Vice President, I want to go to the kind of assistance that your office is doing. You started with food packs from the very beginning, dorms, shuttles, PPEs, and then the last I saw was 14 million pesos worth of test kits na inyong binili yung mula doon sa UP scientists. Tell us more about this. Ilan ho ito? Saan ho mapupunta?
Ito halimbawa, Pinky, yung test kits. This is actually the second batch. Nag-allocate na kami before ng 5.3 million for extraction kits, equivalent to 12,500 testing kits. At ito ay binigay namin sa RITM sometime March. Itong second batch, we appropriated 14 million for equivalent to 10,000. Kumpleto na to, not just test kits but also extraction kits. Tinanong namin kung saan ito pinakamabuting ibigay. And binigay sa amin na listahan ng UP, NIH, yung mga lugar yung mga testing centers na hindi pa nabibigyan ng DOST. Kasi yung DOST helped UP sa pag-distribute nito. Merong 4 na testing centers na hindi pa nila nabibigyan. So, yung 10 na binigay namin for these 4 testing centers. Pero we are still studying na makapag-appropriate more. Kasi gusto talaga namin, Pinky, makatulong doon. Nakita kasi namin, kami naman, Pinky, if you will notice, pumapasok kami kung saan may pangangailangan. Halimbawa, as early as March 13, we started etong donation drive for PPEs. Kasi at the time, ito talaga yung cry ng health frontliners. So we started with a donation drive March 13. Yes. Ngayon, nasa 57 million na kami. And ngayon na nakikita namin na marami ng mga grupo na tumulong din. DOH informed us na dumating na yung napakaraming PPEs. So we're looking at other areas where we can help. Yung shuttle, we ended it April 14 already. We started sometime March. So naka 26 days kami ng operations. We had 8 routes. Pero nag-end na kami. Yun naman talaga yung pinaka-plano namin was to end April 14. We decided not to extend anymore kasi yung DOTR naman, marami ng buses na dineploy. So pag hindi na masyadong, pag hindi na masyadong kailangan, pasok kami doon. Nakita namin kailangan ng dormitories. Now we have 11. I have 11 dormitories in Metro Manila. These are dormitories close to hospitals. Para yung mga naka-duty, hindi na kailangan umuwi. Lalo na ngayon walang public transportation. We entered into partnerships outside of Manila. Also, partner namin yung Orient Hotels. Yung mga hotels nila in Legazpi, in Mariveles, and in Tacloban, nagpapatira ng mga health workers. We entered into a partnership with University of the Cordilleras in Baguio. Pinapatirhan din nila yung kanilang mga dorms for health workers. Now, we're helping communities in need. Ito yung ina-assess namin for the past 2 weeks already. Namimigay ng mga, lahat ito parang pantawid, pang fill in the gaps, yung mga kulang na mga communities na hindi pa masyado nabibigyan. Ito yung pinupuntahan namin. And we plan to be very active sa testing. Kumukonsulta kami ng mga nakakaintindi kung paano, with our very limited resources, paano kami mas makakatulong. Because we think yung mass testing makakatulong talaga, lalo na ngayon na nasa ECQ pa tayo.
Yeah. Opo. Vice President, naubusan na po tayo ng oras, but I'd like to thank you for your time. And of course, stay safe. We wish you well.
Thank you very much, Pinky.
Thank you. Hospital codes are often used to signify the gravity of a medical situation. At the medical city in Pasig, a different kind of code is bringing the hospital together in a single, powerful act. We'll tell you right after the break.
Nescafe Gold, roasted to golden perfection for those
And before we go, the medical city in Pasig has a different hospital code for COVID-19 recovered patients. And it's a sound that brings happiness instead of fear. Code Joy is being announced in every corner of the hospital once a patient recovers from the virus. Frontliners and hospital workers then take a pause from their daily grind and celebrate the good news. Code Joy, a sound of celebration and hope in these trying times. And thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.
Amid the darkness, look on the bright side. The coronavirus is particularly deadly among older people.